With a judge's order, the state's new voter ID law is on hold.
This impacts all of us for the April 3rd election.
For voters, the impact will be immediate, already changing the process for next month's presidential primary.
There's 1,850 municipal clerks that need to get the information.
On a political level, Democrats are applauding the decision. Republicans say it was politically motivated. Continuing coverage of breaking news tops Fox 11 News at 9 on this Tuesday night. Good evening, everyone. A Dane County judge's decision late today in response to one of the 4 lawsuits filed against the voter ID law. The judge granted an injunction earlier this afternoon. In essence, it temporarily blocks the law from being enforced. The NAACP's Milwaukee branch filed the suit last year. It includes 40 sworn statements from people who say the law hinders their ability to vote. Governor Walker's a defendant in the suit. And during a stop tonight in Green Bay, the governor says the law is common sense, and this is only a temporary setback. Tonight, we begin by hearing from both sides.
To me, the voter ID is a common sense, practical idea that I think overwhelmingly people support in the state. I think in the end, ultimately, it will be upheld.
Wonderful day for the citizens of Wisconsin. And by that, I mean all the citizens, the elderly, minorities, non-English speakers, students, and others.
The judge's order is meant to put things on hold until a trial on a permanent injunction can happen, and that is scheduled for April 16th, 2 weeks after the next election. However, the motivation behind the judge's decision is being called into question tonight. Republicans say the judge signed a petition to recall Governor Walker. Now, despite the political elements to the story, local elections officials say their priority is to prepare for the April 3rd election. Fox 11's Beth Jones has multiple views.
Just as voters got used to seeing these notices at the polls, the rules have once again changed, at least for the upcoming election. Some say the judge's decision was politically motivated. Republican Party officials say they plan to file a complaint. The party claims Dane County Circuit Court Judge David Flanagan signed a petition to recall Governor Walker.
Today's injunction is simply another example of a liberal Dane County judge legislating from the bench to block the will of an overwhelming majority of Wisconsinites.
I think it's important to remember as Americans this shouldn't be a Democratic issue or a Republican issue. This should be just a basic civil rights issue.
The voter ID law has been under political scrutiny from the beginning, and this ruling is getting even more mixed reaction.
Here's a chance for them to step back and to fix this law, to make things right, to make it so that we have more participation in the system, not less.
It's common sense. If you've got to go to the library, you've got to use a photo ID when you get not only check out a book, but ultimately even if you get cold medicine, or in this state if you need public assistance, all those require photo identification. I think in the end, to verify the integrity of the vote of every person, I think it's a reasonable expectation.
The Government Accountability Board says it'll take the necessary steps to implement the ruling. And local city clerks say they are eager to get the finalized details.
There's 1,850 municipal clerks that need to get the information because this impacts all of us.
Peterson says she has an idea as to what voters can expect for the April election.
To my understanding, the 2 things that it will impact is we will no longer ask the voter that appears at the polls on April 3rd to show their photo ID. That one thing will be missing, and then the other thing is people voting absentee will no longer be asked to show their photo ID.
Now, Judge Flanagan has not commented on his ruling or the Republicans' allegations against him. The GAB is expected to release more information on the polling changes tomorrow.